What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. I hope we're all doing absolutely fine, and today, as usual, we're going to continue the book by Cicero on the ideal orator. It's going to be the 56th part of the second book, so let's get started. Well then, the character, the customs, the deeds, and the life, both of those who do the pleading and of those on whose behalf they plead, make a very important contribution to winning a case. These should be approved of, and the corresponding elements of the opponents should meet with disapproval. And the minds of the audience should, as much as possible, be won over to feel goodwill toward the orator as well as toward his client. Now people's minds are won over by a man's prestige, his accomplishments, and the reputation he has acquired by his way of life. Such things are easier to embellish if present than to fabricate it if totally lacking. But at any rate, their effect is enhanced by a gentle tone of voice on the part of the orator, an expression of his face in intimating restraint and kindliness, and the use of his words. And if you press some point rather vigorously by seeming to act against your inclination because you are forced to do so, indications of flexibility on the part of the orator and the client are also quite useful, as well as signs of generosity, mildness, dutifulness, gratitude, and of not being desirous or greedy. Actually, all qualities typical of people who are decent and unassuming, not severe, not obstinate, not litigious, not harsh, really win goodwill and alienate the audience from those who do not possess them. And these same considerations must likewise be employed to ascribe the opposite qualities to the opponents. But this entire mode of speaking is most effective in cases when there is not much opportunity to use some form of sharp and violent emotional arousal to set the juror's heart aflame. For we don't always have to employ vigorous oratory, but often we should rather speak in a quiet, low-key, and gentle manner. This is particularly effective in recommending parties to the audience. By parties, I mean not only those who are accused, but all those whose interests are at stake, for this is how the word was used in the old days. Portraying their characters in your speech, then, as being just, upright, conscientious, toward the gods, subject to fear and patient of injustice, is emotionally influential. And if this is handled agreeably and with taste, it is actually so powerful, whether done in the prologue or when narrating the facts or when bringing the speech to its conclusion, that it often has more influence than the case itself. Moreover, so much is accomplished by speaking thoughtfully and with a certain taste, that the speech may be said to mold an image of the character of the orator, employing thoughts of a certain kind and words of a certain kind, and adopting besides a delivery that is gentle and shows signs of flexibility, makes speaker appear as decent, as good in character, yes, as good man. Alright guys, so we've done with another part, and we're going to continue tomorrow on the next one. So thank you for joining me today in this reading session. See you tomorrow. Bye.